Hello guys, welcome to the channel, and today we have this interesting problem here, and we are going to solve this problem to find x integer. Okay, and x is greater than 0, right? We have to consider this. And then, how I'm going to solve this, we have a subtraction here. We're gonna turn this into a product. Okay, so we're gonna have then I'm gonna write this as x to the x to the x. I'm gonna divide this power by 2, right, and multiply by 2. So I'm gonna have this one here, right, this one here to the power of 2, right, minus x, the same thing here, x over 2, right, and then multiplied by 2 as well, equals 12. So from here, guys, um, here we have something like a square minus b square. We can write it as a plus b, right? A minus b, right? And sorry, and then so we're gonna have then x to the x to the x divided by 2 plus x to the x, sorry, x to the x divided by 2, right, which will multiply x to the x, x divided by 2 minus x to the x over 2, right, and then this is equal to 12. Okay, now if x is positive and is greater than 0, by observing this product here, right, so we're gonna have that this one here is going to be greater than this one here, right? So if we want this expression to be positive, this is greater than 0, right, and this to be greater than 0, we gonna have that this one has to be greater than 0 as well, right? Greater than 0. To be greater than 0, x to the x, sorry, let me write it again. X to the x, x divided by 2, this one here has to be what? Greater than 0, right? Because if we say this, x to the x over 2 greater than 0, we're going to send this one to the right side of the equation, over 2 to the x, and then this is going to be, this has to be greater than x to the x over 2. Okay, given these, guys, what we're going to consider now is the factors of 12, right? How many ways can I write 12? Okay, 12 can be equals to 1 times 12. 12 also can be equals 2 times 6, and 12 can also be equals equal to 3 times 4. Okay, okay, given these, guys, we're saying that this one here is greater than 0. So what are the values we're gonna take for this one here? The values are gonna be what 12 or 12 or 6 or 4. And for this one, which is less than this one, we're gonna have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're gonna have three system of equations here. Okay, first one, we're gonna have x to the x, x over 2, plus x to the x over 2. This is gonna be equals to what? To 12. And x to the x, x over 2 minus x to the x over 2, this is going to be 1. This is our first equation. Okay, our second equation will be when x to the x, x over 2 plus x to the x over 2 is going to be equals to what? 6 and 2. We're going to have then 6 and x to the x, x over 2 minus x to the x over 2. This is going to be equals to. Okay, and now our third equation would be when x to the x, x over 2 plus x to the x over 2 is equal to 4, right? And x to the x, let me write it, x to the x over 2 minus x to the x over 2 when this is equal to 3. Okay, guys? Well, I've already made some observations when I was solving this problem. Okay? Our real value is not going to be found in this first equation. Okay? So we're gonna let this one to be solved later, and neither in the third one here. Okay? So we're gonna solve this one, which is going to give us the value we're searching for x. Okay, because x is an integer. So let's pick the second one. So we have now that equation 2, the system of equation 2 is x to the x divided by 2 plus x to the x over 2, and this is equals to 6, and then x to the x, x divided by 2 minus x to the x over 2, this is equals 2. Okay, guys? Okay, cool. Solving this system of equation is pretty simple, right? We're gonna just add up side by side. We're gonna have then 2 times x to the x divided by 2 equals, this is gonna be 0. We're gonna simplify this one and this one, and then here we're gonna have 8, which is 2 times 4, right? And then we cancel this and this. We're gonna have then x to the x divided by 2. This is gonna be equals to 4, right? And then this one here, I'm gonna take x to the x over 2 to the x. I'm gonna take both sides to the power of 2, right? To the power of 2. So from here, if I take this to the power of 2, we're gonna cancel these 2 and these 2, right? Then we're gonna have x to the x, which is gonna be equals to 4 squared. Okay? And from here we can write this x to the x is going to be equals what? What is 4? 4 is 2 to the power of 2. So we're going to have 2 to the power of 2. This is square. But fortunately we have that this can be written, this is what? This number here, 4 to the 2, is 16, right? So then we're gonna have x to the x to the power of x. This is gonna be equals to 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 2, because 2 to the 4 is 16 as well. So from here we can say that this x is equal to this is equal to this. So we're gonna have then x is equals 2. Okay. Another way to find these 2 here, we would consider solving differently this system, right? We would have from here, let's subtract this one from the first equation here, this one from the second one. This one minus this one, we're gonna cancel this and this will turn positive, so we're gonna have then this one here positive, x to the x over 2 equals this minus this is 4, right? And 4 is 2 times 2. This cancel with this, and then we're gonna have x to the x over 2 equals 2. So if we square both sides, we're gonna have then x to the x is equal to 4. Okay, x to the x is equal to 4. And if we come here, you see from this one here, if we come from here, we're gonna have x to the x is equals to 4 squared. But this one here is 4, so we're gonna have x to the power of 4 equals what? This is 2 to the power of 4. So 4 is equal 4, and then x is equal what? X is equal 2. This is our answer, the answer that we were looking for. But what if we solve for the first equation, for this one here, and for this one here, guys? What are we actually going to have if we solve for these two equations? I don't want to make the video pretty longer, so if you want me to solve these ones here, okay, I can solve this. From here, we're just going to be able to find value of x to the x, and then x to the x, and here as well. And using Lambert function, we can find the values of x from here and from here, okay. But for the purpose of this problem, we wanted to find the value of x, which is an integer, so our x is actually 2. And let's check here quickly, right? So we should have then, checking our answer, we're going to have x to the x to the x minus x to the x, this is equal to 12. So we're going to have then 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 2 minus 2 to the power of 2 equals 12. So from here we're going to have what? This is 2 to the power of 4 minus 2 to the power of 4, 2 to the power of 4 minus 4 equals 12. And then obviously we're going to have here 16 minus 4 equals 12, and then 12 is equal to 12. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. See you next video. Bye bye.